Hey, I'm sorry.
What?
I lied to you.
I know. Not the first time.
So we're gonna focus on these joists. So I think, Ray, what we'll do is let's get these N2 in where they need to go, and then we'll pull some 6, 8, 10s and see what kind of square we're looking at. And then if it's not, we'll figure out a way to remedy it. Yeah, that's the plan. Sorry, Ray, I don't mean to lie to you.
Sorry, this is more exciting. Fixing mistakes.
Fixing my mistakes. Okay, so we did our 6, 8, 10 down here, and it's about a 1/2 inch off. And then Ray made a good point that, again, this is not parallel to this girder, but I think what happened there was, on this one, Ray, remember all we did was run down these posts.
Right.
The existing posts. There's no telling if these things are square to the house. And what we did is we pulled off the foundation and made that girder square to the house. So I'm thinking that we're probably right, and this one is wrong. But again, it's not going to matter because these are just laying on top. What we're going to do is we're going to simply start. We know there's got to be one right here that's going to go out. We're going to put that one in, and then I think we're just going to pull 12-inch centers from there going this way. And then we're just going to follow. I'm going to sister in on these ones off of here because the layout doesn't matter. I'm not going to have any. I don't have the decking. It's got to be a certain 8 or 10 or 12 foot long. It doesn't matter because it's all going to be one piece. So the layout doesn't even matter. So, okay, I'll throw a TL on this, and I'm like super excited. This is like to the point where once this goes on, it's going to be like real. And maybe I can put some OSB on it and walk on it today. Yeah. Woohoo! That'd be cool.
I think we can get it done.
You think we can get all of them?
It's gonna go fast once we start doing it.
Dude, man, now he's putting the pressure on me. Crap. All right, let's do it. Can you see the smoke coming out of our ears for the last 5 minutes of that time lapse? So, I don't even know. We've been talking about it for 10 minutes. I don't know if we've gotten anywhere yet. But what I did do is I went underneath the deck and I pulled a measurement to this old existing band, okay? Back about 10 feet and then up right here. It's 1 inch off from the house within 10 feet. And what I did, remember, is to pull that post out there is I ran a line down the foundation. So if this band does not run parallel to the foundation, when I got out there, this thing's going like that. I think we figured out.
Right.
Something like that. And at this point, no way to fix that. It is what it is. So we put this first band in, and Ray, you can see here is that we have a lot of space in between that. So this is the same distance from the end there as this is from the distance down there, which means that this board is square to our structure. Time lapse died, so you didn't get to see all of it, but we got all these in. Now we're starting the second section, and what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that I have at least a foot overhang here so that I can cut it all off. Once they're all in, I'll just snap a line and cut them all off nice and straight. And then what we're doing here is I'm just making a tick mark on the board lined up with this old one, so that way we don't have to measure it every time. And we're just sistering these against each other, just making sure that they're planed off on top, flat on top, and then just sucking them together and throwing one in the band there, and I think they're good to go. All I'm gonna say is wow. Wow, that was a lot. Dude, frickin' Jones and I killed it. Look at that. And I'll tell you what, I think it's pretty flat.
It's flat.
Try the ox challenge.
The ox challenge?
Yeah, we don't have a Stabila, so try the ox challenge. Oh, this could be interesting.
You think just go across here?
Oh, sure. Well, not like that. You gotta slide it, not.
I was trying.
You gotta slide it, not throw it. Try that again. Nice and easy. I don't think it's a deck. I think it's a thrower, but I think it's flat. I think it looks good. One thing I did want to mention yesterday that I forgot to, as you can see, is I left all of these joists up a little bit. And the reason why is because they're so wet that at some point they're going to dry out when they're hanging up like this and they're off the ground. So what's going to happen is when they shrink a little bit, they're going to come down a little bit and probably be flush with my girder. If I put them flush right now and then they dried and shrunk a little bit, they're going to be low, and I don't want that. I'd rather take a planer and plane a little bit off the top as opposed to it being down below the girder. So that's why we leave them up a little bit, just for that reason. These are good for 2x8 or 2x10s, is what they said. And one thing I like to do is that when they come, they're always flared out like that. And you don't want them flared out away from your joist like that. So what I usually do is I'll actually bend them in and even try to over bend them in a little bit. And that way when I put them on, I can get them nice and tight. And the biggest thing we're looking for is we want to make sure it seats up tight on that joist, that it's not going to have a gap between the joist and the hanger, because then it's not really doing anything. So these have little tabs on them too, where I can put that tab in, I'll push that one over, put that tab in, and now she's stationary. I'm going to use these 10-penny galvanized shorties for all the small holes. So I'll stick this one in the top so the top doesn't move. This is what the worst was, hitting your fingers. We have a gun for this, but I only got 10 to do it. I didn't bother going to get it from Jamie's. And then I got these 16-penny galvanized that we're going to put in the big ones. Like that. Put 4 of those in, and I think at that point this thing is going nowhere. It's going to be good to go. So actually, I think I left out one of my tricks, so it's not really a trick. But anyways, so when you get this thing up there, you know, I get this side pinned, and then what I actually do is I'll go underneath of it and tap it up. See how it came up there? If I didn't do that, that side would have been low. I also forgot to put these big GRK structural screws in the outside of this girder, so I went back to do that just to add a little bit extra strength. Good news is I don't think there's going to be any gnats. If you can't tell, it's like 40 degrees outside, and it somewhat snowed last night.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Snowing a little bit.
It is, but
whatever you call this.
Yeah, but I do like that though. I do see blue skies. I think the nastiness is over, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any gnats because it's freezing butt cold out here, which is a good thing. So, all right, well, hey, we're getting back at this thing. It's the Friday before Thanksgiving. My family's coming, so I think this is the last day for a couple weeks. I'm gonna be working on this thing. So we're gonna try to bust out the rest of these joists, get the blocking in, and maybe even get the base of the structure down today. I don't know how far we'll get, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Charlie, you ready? You ready? Okay, well, let's go. Let's go. Wish she had thumbs, dude. She'd be a great worker. So I think first off, we're gonna go ahead and get these in. Now again, these ones are gonna be the 16 on center to here, and then from here out, again, we're gonna go on the foot. Because I think I have enough. I counted today. I think I have enough exactly to do that and the outside band. So I think what we need to do first, Ray, is I think we need to take all these blocks out of here. Just make sure there's no nails poking out, getting in our way. And then get this cleaned up, and then we'll put these little guys in. Solves all. It's in the back of the moto.
Whoa, you triple squaring, man?
Bro, pick a square. Pick a square, any square. Well, I got two squiggies. I got two.
Well, that one's got my name on it.
Oh, that one's yours. That one's mine. This one's mine. All right, I'm going with this one. All right, hi, baby. What's going on? You having a good day? Hey.
Yeah.
Where you going?
I'm going to take a nap.
You're gonna do what? You're doing what?
It's Saturday. I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap. And my bare mattress is just so cozy.
You're killing me. All right, whatever.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
For once, I actually agree with Steph. No, I'm just joking. I agree with her all the time. But it's true. We've had our Bear mattress for a couple months now, and I'm really digging it. I actually think it's super comfortable, and I would highly recommend it. Right now, Bear Mattresses winter sale is live. Right now, you can get 40% off your mattress plus 2 free pillows by going to bearmattress.com/Jaysway and using the code Jaysway. But I'm sure you're sick and tired of hearing me talk, so you know what? I'm going to let Stephanie talk about our Bear mattress.
Okay, so Jason, I think we first told people when we got this mattress that we loved our old mattress. And we were, first of all, super reluctant to even get a new bed. Now, when we first unpacked it, it was a little firm, I'll admit. And I was a little leery because I thought I liked a bed a certain way. But as time went on, I realized that I liked the firm mattress with the pillow top even more. So do you remember taking that test? We did that test and it told us that this was the best bed for us. It ended up, hey, they know what they're talking about. All right, so you might be leery about buying a mattress online. I know it's hard when you don't get to touch it for yourself. Make sure that you like it. But Bear Mattress does offer a 120-night sleep trial. So you have 3 months to make sure you love it. Okay, so anyone who knows me knows that I hate shopping. And since I'd rather be home taking a nap on a Saturday afternoon, what a luxury. It's nice that the Bear mattress just shows up on your doorstep.
So I'm going to give Steph a break. This is her first time, so I'm going to let her read a little bit of this.
I love Bear mattress, and I think you would too. If you're looking to upgrade your sleep, head to bearmattress.com/Jaysway and use code Jaysway to get 40% off your Bear mattress, plus 2 free pillows during their winter sale. This is higher than what will be offered on site to check them out, so check them out while you can.
Good job. Close enough. Hey, so thanks to Bear for sponsoring today's video. And again, if you're looking for a mattress, use that code Jaysway and get 40% off plus 2 free pillows. I guess while Stephanie's napping, I'll go get some work done.
All right, you too. You're done. You're getting hair all over my bed. I gotta take a cat nap.
Nice. That wasn't bad. Got the old bendy in there. You gotta kind of bend it at almost like a 45 to get it to go down flush.
That's not.
And Ray, if you want, you can just cut it. Like, you could even cut it like there if you wanted, and then knock it out. Yeah, burn that thing. Burn that thing. Nice. All right, you do that. I'll come behind you and make sure there's no nails sticking out. Think I need a new blade?
Nah, this is good, dude.
What do you light my deck on fire for?
It's a new feature, dude. You can't saw through it. You burn through it.
So we've come across this, and we don't really know why it's doing that. Obviously, this band is either up a little bit, which I don't think it is, or it's just that these things, as you can see, we're having to pound them in. I think these boards are thicker. So when I'm getting it on there flat and attaching it, it's kind of making it pucker up there, which when I go to put the decking on, I'll probably have to do some shaving there, but that's a lot. Hey, Ray, look down this one. Can you eyeball down the top of that one and see if it looks anywhere near flat or if it looks like it's puckering down?
Yeah, so this one was in the same situation as this one. We did suck it down, and it looks like it's flat with everything else.
Okay.
Now that we've sucked it down.
Perfect. And that's what we're looking for. So I'm going to go get a big bar clamp. Oh, I have a bar clamp. I can't believe it. I know you can't believe it.
I didn't know you even knew what that was.
All right, so Ray, the one thing you will have to do is kind of push it that way a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit more if you can. Okay, now I'm just going to spin this down and try to suck that down. Why don't they make the hand on this thing longer? My gosh. You gotta have thumbs of steel. Is it down yet?
Not quite. I gotta push it a little more. Sorry for the bad camera shot.
That's all I ever get is bad camera shots.
A little more. A little more. All right, touchdown.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Although,
yeah, just kind of keep that pushed over there.
all right.
Here we go. Alright, don't move. You get a couple other big ones in here.
Alright.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Here, why don't you get one from right there?
Okay.
All right, we got those little ones in. That was pretty easy. Now we've come to the part here where this old band is there, and we don't really know 100% where this one's gonna come in. Ray, so I think what we should do is let's go back and start doing some of these big ones. Mm-hmm. And then my thought is when we get here, what we'll do is we'll put one in, we'll peg it on the corner there. Yep. And then we'll put a ledger board here where it just hangs. Yep. And then we'll do a 6, 8, 10 or whatever, and we'll square it up here, make a mark, cut it. Yeah. And then we know it's square. Yep. Perfect. All right. Now that was a good part of those. Now we got to carry these big ones again. They suck so bad. Dude, I'll tell you what. I am not lying. I was freaking sore last weekend. Yeah. Dude, my shoulders were. I'm like, why do I feel like I'm dying? And I was like, oh yeah, I was carrying those freaking 2x12s. Yeah. All right, 2x10s. Oh yeah, we're a bunch of sissies. We're only 2x10s, soaking wet. All right, let's do this. This last joist has to go right here, and that is a problem. So I think what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna take a sawzall and we're just gonna cut back like 5 feet, cut back like 5 feet, and we're gonna take off the middle piece so that we can move this around, and we're just gonna bang it over 3/4 of an inch. Now, I don't even care if this is dead straight. It can have a little wag in it, it don't matter. As long as we can get this new one in to where it needs to go here. That's our biggest concern. So, sawzall! Oh wait, you're right there. There we go. All right, we're gonna go up top and sawzall this crap. Stephanie's gonna love this. We have family coming in 2 days. Oh. And I got a freaking, the deck looks like this, but they know what's going on. They watch the channel, they know what's going on, so it don't matter.
Yeah, you better let them know that some of these are detached.
I'm gonna tell my mom, hey mom, you wanna take an outside picture? Lean up right here. She's gonna watch this and laugh her butt off. Okay, so what Ray's gonna do now is he's gonna go down and he's gonna sawzall that band or this joist off of that band. That way we can move it over 3/4, stick it back, and then put our last joist in. Now let's see what he's got.
Whoa, the blade is bent.
Shocker. Oh yeah, Daddy. Well, maybe you're not getting it.
Well, the problem is, I need to straighten this blade out.
Good carpenter always blames his blade. All right, Ray, I think she's loose. See what we got. See if we can move it a little bit. Okay?
I think we can definitely move it
enough. Okay, should I cut back more or you think it's good?
I mean, I think it's good.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we got our last band in, and what we're gonna do now is we're going to make a couple, what do they call this thing?
Rat runs.
Rat run, story pole, something to get our layout where it needs to go. So all we're doing is we're just hooking on the end of our board, any board, 16 foot I got, and we're just gonna do 1 foot centers all the way down the whole board. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this one, going that way. And then we're gonna lay these up on there, find which one that one's going to go to, make sure that it's plumb and straight and looks good. And then we're going to secure that one and then work our way down until all of the joists going out to the outside are on layout. Also, while Ray's laying that out, I did notice that a lot of these on the tops are not sucked together all the way, which would be a problem. The bottoms are, but the tops are not. So I'm gonna go back with some of my big GRKs, these structurals, and I'm gonna suck all these together to make sure that they're tight. So what we need to do now is pull a foot there. Again, I keep trying to film you and talk, and I'm like this. I'm like filming the trees. I am so good at this. We'll pull a foot there, chucking line, and then, yeah, you got it, buddy. That's exactly right. Yep, he's got the move already. that we're one board short. One 2x12 short from putting this outside band on. So we're gonna do this end here. I gotta get one more 2x12 to put on the end down there. So he's gonna make sure one of this is square. He's got a layout on it. He's gonna plumb up those lines to make sure that when we do shoot these ends, that these joists are square to the band and not all catty-wumped. All right. Dude, that stuff's super wet. So what he did is he went 3/4 here, so this end will split on a joist, and he went 1 foot centers on down from there. We're gonna start on this one, and I just want to make sure the one we start with is plumb. So we just take these little angle pieces, cut some 45s on them, and I'm just gonna peg that down, get my pitot and plumb that up, and then that one will split here and go down there, and it's gonna run long on the end just because the end one's not on layout. And then once it's in there and everything looks good, we'll just strike a line and cut it off in place. Good pro tip, especially working with these big joists, these big bands, is Ray's gonna put a little block up underneath this end one that we can rest it on, just because it's gonna be really hard to hold it up in place, and he's gonna have to kind of work it down with me and kind of plumb these joists up. Good morning, happy Friday. I don't know if you can see that, but it's about 20 degrees outside, and I'm praying that Jones shows up today. I don't know if he's going to or not, but hoping that he is. So we really want to get this deck down, actually the base of this structure, and I've been itching to do it. But before we do that, there's a lot of little stuff that we need to do to get that to happen. So we need to do some blocking. We need to figure out the border of it to make sure that all the boards are going to be supported enough. And then I also need to figure out what's going to go on with the garage door, because I'm having a glass garage door come down. I need to have some type of rain lip or something to where the water doesn't go inside the structure. So that's another thing we need to think about today. So we're going to try to bust out all this little stuff and maybe get the deck down today. We'll see. And that's if Jones shows up. So he did it. He did it. He did it. He showed up. Woo! I'm so happy. No, come on. You got to stay. All right, got the band boards on, but as you can see, she's a little long.
Yeah.
On both ends. So, Jones, if you wouldn't mind to just square those around and cut those off.
Okay.
Get those flushed up. And then what I'm going to start working on to get set up is that we have all these on layout, which is great. But right now, we have nothing that's going to stop them from doing this.
Right.
I mean, they could all just domino and be like, not good at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to split the difference here. It's about 7 foot in between the span, and we're going to put 2x10 blocks inside here. Just so we're kind of going in a straight line, I'm just going to pull a number off of this right here. It don't really matter what it wants. Let's go 8 foot. I'm going to go 8 foot right here. And then what I'll do is I'll go down yonder. I know somebody was saying before, you breathe so heavy in this, but you understand, it's cold out. We got tons of clothes on. I'm climbing around. It's not really that I'm out of breath. Well, maybe I am out of breath, but it's a lot, especially when it's cold. Someone's like, you breathe so heavy in the GoPro. Sorry. Oh, Eric. I love you, Eric, by the way, if you're watching this. And I'm gonna pull 8 foot down here. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna take my chalk box. Take the chalk box, and we'll just chalk a line. Again, it doesn't matter where these go, but of course when you're doing it, you want to make it look nice as possible. So we'll pull that down like that. Booyah! Okay, now we got at least a mark that we can shoot for. That's a pretty good fit. A little tapper down. And all we're shooting for is flush on top. FOT. I don't have any lines down. If you just put your square on top of the board and run it down, you'll be able to tell if she's, I guess, plumb. is the word we're looking for.
It is.
So that one, Jonesy, it is. Now, when we do our next one, we're not going to put it in the same spot because then you can't shoot it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to offset it over here. Shoot, 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 go back, and just go down the line. Wasn't too bad. That's halfway done. And she definitely stiffened up. I'm really confident that this is going to be super sturdy and not go anywhere. So we got 14 more to go. And then we're going to start figuring out where this base is going to go and what blocking, a lot more blocking, Jones loves it, that we're going to need to do around the border to make sure that our structure is on solid foundation, solid, you know, yeah.
Yeah, what he said.
So Ray's just going back and shooting all the bottoms because I wasn't able to get down there from the top side, so he's just going through and popping one at the bottom just to play it safe. So I was trying to explain to Jones what's in my brain, and sometimes it's hard to get what comes in my brain out into actual words. So the structure has to be elevated from the deck, and the reason why is it can't all be one level, then water's going to come in. So Eric had told me, I think I mentioned this before, is we're going to take 2x4s and 2x6s, and we're going to lay them 16 on centers where the structure is going to go, and that's going to get us up 1.5 inches. Then we're going to put this Advantech on top of that, and that's going to be our platform. So that'll give us about 1 inch above where the decking is going to be, so I can put some flashing and make everything pretty, and it won't leak. Perfect. That's good. What's bad is this is where it lands. Is here. So just like you're building a wall, we need ladder blocking. We need something in here to put our next piece in. Okay? Wow, is that heavy? Dang. So we're going to put ladder blocking in here on both ends to support the outside members, I guess you can call it. I'm going to picture frame this in. I'm picture framing in and then put pieces in between 60 on center and then put the Advantech on top of that. Ray's got my first one cut here, and I'm just thinking to myself, this is 10 1/8.
Yeah.
Well, all those are, what, 11 1/4.
Right.
So why don't we use the full length and just run them in long? That way we're not doing a bunch of pieces.
That makes sense.
We could do that. You want to rip them by hand, or you want me to get the table saw out?
I can just do it by hand.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I had chalk, so I don't know what was going on. What the
Well, we had a chalk on.
I think it's froze.
The long way was definitely the way to go because it's way faster than doing just little pieces. And now that I got that in and we have all our blocking in, I believe I can get rid of this rat run that we used before. The best part of taking stuff apart is all the screws you get when you do it. I feel like I just hit the jackpot with screws. Ray's got a pretty good trick here. We're putting this piece in, and it does not fit super snug. So if you let it go, it would be down there. So all he did is he just put a screw in it right there. So that way he has something to hold on to. So he'll hold on to that. I'll bring it down here. Oh, God.
You can go my way.
Oh! Is that it?
Yeah.
You got a little overzealous there, bub.
Well, it's not, something's not square.
I would just take, I would take a freaking 1/2 inch out of that at least. That way you don't have to be perfect down here. All right, my man tries to be precision to the millimeter. So he's gonna trim that up a little bit and we'll get this last piece in. Ray got our other rat run off there. No, come on, where's all the screws? Dude, if those end up at the job site, I'm going to kill you. These are my screws, fair and square. I bought them or stole them fair and square. So don't be taking those to the job site.
Oh, it's camera shot.
It is camera shy, dude. There's some bird out here just making the craziest noise. I had never heard it in my whole entire life. And of course, as soon as I turn the camera on, he goes away. Anyways, all right, so we're putting our ladder blocking in here, and we were just going to do these big pieces, 16 on center going down, which would have been perfect, except for the fact that I was thinking about this the other day, is that I want to have a piece each spot where my where the 2x4 comes in. It has to have a spot there. So what he's going to do, and unfortunately for Jones, is he's going to rip those cut off 2x12s that we have, and he's going to rip them in half and make mock 2x6s, and then we're just going to center them up on these marks here, and that way everywhere a 2x4 comes in, it'll land on blocking for support. That's the best way. It's the only way. Oh!
There he is.
So all I'm simply doing is I got my mark where my board's going to come in. I don't know, it's a touchy short though.
Maybe I gave you the cutoff.
Take 3. The first one, the end wasn't square. And most of the time for doing ladder blocking, we really don't look for square ends there because it's just you're going so fast that if you try to square every little bit, oh, here he goes. He gave me the wrong end. And that happens all the time. All right, we got our picture frame in. So we got it all in. But what we did not do is what we talked about is where the garage door is going to go here. Let me get on this side of you, Ray. So that's the center of the structure. So we went out 5 foot that way and went out 5 foot that way. And we're not going to put any major screws or nails or anything in there because that's probably going to come out at some point so I can recess it back in for the garage door. But as of right now, we're just going to leave it how it is and just not put a bunch of nails in there. So what we're doing now is we're going to start putting in these inner... Cut. I lied. That's it. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm over it. I need a break. So that's all we're doing today. We are going to, as a family, we are going to Florida to celebrate Bob and Martha's 50th wedding anniversary. It's such an accomplishment. Awesome job, Bob and Martha. Congrats on 50 years. We're also going to Stephanie's cousin's farm for New Year's. So I have so much stuff I got to get ready for. We're taking the camper, so I'm done. When we get back from the break after Christmas, after New Year's, I'm going to get back with Jones, and we're going to finish these interim pieces. We're going to get this decking on and start building some walls. But I need a break. I'm a little burnt out, and that's it. So, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I know I cut it a little bit short, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So we'll catch you on the next one.